But with this was another situation of all the coverage with Elon Musk went to this. It was the We Robots event, if you want to actually look into it. But again, flying under the radar was the phone situation that I talked about with the hurricane. So we got an announcement. This was October 8th. It says, in addition to the thousands of Starlink kits we are delivering in response to Hurricane Helene, the Starlink team and T-Mobile activated our direct-to-cell satellites to provide emergency alerts for all phones and carriers of those affected in the affected areas. So basically, if you had T-Mobile, the cells would then connect to the Starlink satellites as opposed to towers. So these calls could go through. The FCC has also rapidly approved emergency special temporary authority for coverage in Florida ahead of Hurricane Milton. We now have enabled basic texting for those on T-Mobile phones in hurricane affected areas. Text messages have already been sent and received. You can text loved ones, text 911, and continue to receive emergency alerts. If a phone connects to a Starlink satellite, it will have 1 to 2 bars of signal and show T-Mobile SpaceX. Guys, that should be freaking you out. If this is the next step to this B system, I'm telling you guys. It should show T-Mobile SpaceX in the network name. Users may have to manually retry text messages if they don't go through it the first time. This is being delivered on a best effort basis. The service works best outdoors and occasionally works indoors near a window. And then a day later, in response, Elon Musk comes out and says, we have accelerated the rollout of Starlink direct to cell phone connectivity for areas affected by the hurricanes. This is being provided free of charge by SpaceX and T-Mobile to help those in need. Now, this is not something new. This is something that they've been working on for a few years now. I'll show you that in a second. But what's going on here is we have now seen not only the web of Starlink satellites, which again, Elon Musk and his Starlinks are now 2/3 of all active satellites across the world. Again, I've shown pictures of it. I don't have anything to show right now, but you can go and check the map, and the entire world is covered in these things, which that's a big sign that this is the web of what they're going to be doing, getting everything connected. It's through Starlink, but speculation. Again, can't sit here and tell you 100% that's what's going to happen. Sure seems to be going that way. But now what we have is he's getting cell phone providers to now connect cell phones to this to his Starlink service as well, taking people off towers, taking people off of these own separate networks and combining them into one connected to his Starlink system. Everything is getting connected to Starlink. This is interesting. So we got something back from 2022 here. It says T-Mobile and SpaceX Starlink say your 5G phone will connect to satellites next year. Coverage above and beyond promises an end to dead zones. An end to dead zones. Keep that in mind. It says T-Mobile says it's getting rid of mobile dead zones thanks to a new partnership with SpaceX, Starlink Satellite Internet, at an event hosted by T-Mobile CEO Mike Severt and Elon Musk. With their coverage above and beyond setup, mobile phones could connect to satellites and use a slice of a connection providing around 2 to 4 megabits per second connection across a given coverage area. That connection should be enough to let you text, send MMS messages, and even use select messaging apps whenever you have a clear view of the sky, even if no traditional service available. According to a press release from T-Mobile, the cellular service will be available everywhere in the continental U.S., Hawaii, parts of Alaska, Puerto Rico, and territorial waters. The service is scheduled to launch in beta by the end of next year in selected areas, and Severt says he hopes it will someday include data. So he says, one day it'll have data access as well. We'll increase the speeds, the range, where it can be used, have data access. And they rushed out after the hurricane. You're telling me that there's not some planning involved with that? According to Musk, second-generation Starlink satellites launching next year will be able to broadcast service using part of T-Mobile's mid-band PCS spectrum, which was bolstered when it was allowed to buy Sprint a few years ago. That's right. Sprint was folded into T-Mobile. Musk said the new satellites have big antennas that are 5 to 6 meters across to enable the new connections, and that the plan is to launch the equipment using its upcoming Starship rockets. The two executives said that they're seeking partnership with mobile carriers worldwide. Mobile carriers worldwide, getting more on board, who would be interested in reciprocal spectrum sharing agreements so that their customers can link up with SpaceX. T-Mobile customers could also use those connections when they come to other countries. Musk also said on Twitter that one of the main companies, Tesla, will use the technology for a premium connectivity feature in its electric vehicles. Oh, you mean like their buses and taxi cabs as well as Optimus? I think so. Currently, Tesla uses AT&T's network for things like live traffic visualization, satellite view maps, and music streaming. Expect that to change for sure. So we are seeing everything going in the direction of getting connected to this web of Starlink satellites that Elon Musk has been creating. Partnerships with the mobile companies, partnerships with cars and stuff for internet and cell service and visualizations and all these things. Everything is now starting to move into the direction of getting connected via Starlink. And this all just got pushed faster, got pushed out quicker because of what happened with the hurricanes. Now, I pointed out again, promises to end dead zones. What were we just talking about in this WEF document? For example, governments could partner with telecommunication companies to expand reliable internet access in rural areas. What are they trying to do? Get everybody online in underserved areas. This seems to be the next step to what's going on when it comes to this. So these cell satellites started launching January of this year. So they started launching these things at the beginning of this year. And basically, T-Mobile will now be able to track their users anywhere, even if you don't have cell service, because of being connected to the satellites now. Doesn't matter where you're at. If you don't have service in the middle of Timbuktu, they'll be able to locate your area and determine what you're doing regarding location, as well as if you're on your phone for any reason, because it's all connected to the satellite. Now, what's up with T-Mobile? What's up with T-Mobile? Why is this? Why T-Mobile? Why did Elon Musk choose T-Mobile? Why are they in partnership? What makes them so special? Well, let's take a look. T-Mobile is connected to is connected to T-Systems, which is a subsidiary of Deutsche Telekom, which is a much larger company out of Germany and is the leading force in the Fourth Industrial Revolution connectivity program. T-Mobile is connected to T-Systems, and T-Systems is connected to Deutsche Telekom. And Deutsche is in full operation with the WEF, with the Fourth Industrial Revolution, to connect everybody online. How do you do that? You go to the guy who's got the web of satellites that can get everybody online. You're starting to see how everything is now fitting together perfectly, as they've been telling us. Well, basically, this past September, T-Mobile hosted a conference. This was in San Francisco, where they announced partnership with OpenAI, NVIDIA, Ericsson, and Nokia, all of whom are basically directly tied to the WEF in some type of way. T-Mobile, make sure that I didn't skip ahead. Now, T-Mobile provides their customer data to OpenAI for their trading data sets. So basically, if you're on the T-Mobile network, or you use some type of company that uses T-Mobile towers or service or something like that, all of your data is now being sold or given over to OpenAI so they can feed their AI program. Everybody knows ChatGPT. NVIDIA uses their AI chips within T-Mobile networks, within T-Mobile's network equipment, gaining access to customer data as well. And they're doing the same thing on their end. Ericsson and Nokia have opened up a research facility with T-Mobile to better learn how to take this information and streamline AI into its wireless network programs. Basically, they want AI to run their wireless network, which again would be connected to Starlink. And so at this conference, senior vice president and the head network guy at T-Mobile bragged about going from their being the last place network company, cell service networking company, to now being in first place and light years ahead of everybody. How is that possible? Because of their partnership with the WEF through Deutsche Telekom. That's exactly why. Now, if you don't know anything about this guy, the VP here that I just mentioned, his name is Jolf Ewaldson. And basically, he's the T-Mobile president of technology and is responsible for the management and development of the T-Mobile's wireless network. And so he is a member of the World Economic Forum, and he has gone to their meetings, and he's even tweeted out. You can see a few things back from 2016. It says he's at the World Economic Forum, Southeast Asia, discussing digitalization and economic development of the region. It's about connectivity. And then he also early on in January, says he's at the WEF meeting in Davos, focused on the fourth industrial revolution, digitalization, mobility, and connectivity at the center of the discussion. So what we got here is we've got T-Mobile that is basically taking everybody's data, connecting or getting connected up with these other companies, who's connected to the fourth industrial revolution, who is tied to T-Systems, who is connected to Deutsche Telekom with all this stuff. Hang on, a lot of information, I know, but this is all playing a part into this. Now, T-Mobile into T-Systems. T-Systems is a subsidiary of Deutsche Telekom, which basically has hands involved with developing all sorts of beast technology along the lines of the SDGs as well. So if we take a look at T-Systems, this is what they got their hands in. This is just a little bit of it here. T-Systems includes automotive, software-defined vehicles, Industry X, automotive customer experience, automotive journey to the cloud. You got things in healthcare when it comes to digitalization in hospitals, digital health insurance, connection to telematics infrastructure, digitalization of care, public sector, including digital public administration, public sector sustainability and digital sovereignty, as well as public transportation, including their infrastructure, their operations, as well as maintenance and passenger experience. They also have some hands in financial services, manufacturing, retail, logistics, and utilities. They also do things when it comes to application services, content collaboration, the Internet of Things, sovereign cloud, data intelligence, migration and modernization, strategy and consulting, sustainability, quantum computing, artificial intelligence, cloud services, intelligent automation, security, immersive technology. Just keeps going on and on and on. You can also see that they're part of the automation when it comes to cars and automation, which we just saw Elon Musk reveal all that stuff. AI analytics and the Internet of Things, NO42, which is connected to Congress. They're just fully involved. And so what they do is they get their hands involved with all this technology so they can develop it and give it to other companies so they're all connected to the same beast technology as well, including T-Mobile services and now Starlink and the cell service and internet service to go along with it. With T-Systems and Deutsche Telekom, they're also fully on board when it comes to globalist agendas. So if we take a look at their website, they're fully involved with sustainable development goals, pushing those, telling other companies that are involved with their programs that they need to follow this as well. And you can see here how digitalization helps to make companies more sustainable. It says companies that are driving digitalization will be able to make a significant contribution to the 2030 climate goal. And so they're fully involved with this, getting all other companies online and making sure the technology falls in line with the exact agenda of the UN SDGs. Now, here we go. along with the SDGs, the WHO, the WHO, tapped T-Systems and Deutsche Telekom for the Vax passport system. Oh, here we go. Deutsche Telekom to build a global COOF Vax verification app for the WHO. This was back in 2022. This is the World Health Organization has signed a contract with Deutsche Telekom, subsidiary T-Systems, to build a software solution for global electronic verification of COOF verification certificates. The QR code, QR code. Oh, Russia's doing one of those when it comes to their CBDC. I wonder if they'll all be put on the same system and run through Starlink. I don't know. QR code-based system solution will be used for other vaxes as well, such as polio or yellow fever. T-Systems said in a statement on Wednesday, adding that the WHO would support its 194 member states in building national and regional verification technology. Oh, but it gets worse. If we head straight over to their website, also from 2022, so checking COVID-19 certificates, World Health Organization selects T-Systems as an industry partner. If we go down, it says T-Systems, industry partner with the pandemic. For T-Systems, the WHO contract is familiar territory. Familiar territory, why is that? The company had already developed the EU gateway for Vax certificates, the DCC, and which is the digital COOF certificate. More than 60 countries are connected to it today. T-Systems has previously set up the European Federation Gateway Service. The service ensures that member states' COOF tracing apps work across borders. Telecom and SAP work closely together on both EU projects. The companies are also industry partners for the German government's COOF warning app, with more than 43 million downloads. The German app is one of the most successful tracing apps in the world, with many additional functions, such as event check-ins or universal certificate storage. It has earned the reputation of being a Swiss Army knife in the pandemic. Question. If you have T-Systems that is developing the Vax passport and has quite a bit of experience doing so, and is now connected to Starlink, which grants access to these things in rural areas and areas that don't have connectivity, what does that mean? That means they're giving 100% coverage to the globe when it comes to this new digital system that they're currently building when it comes to IDs, passports, financial systems, cell service, and internet. We're missing something from that, though, aren't we? What about the social credit system? T-Systems got that too. This is the customer data platform. Customer data platform is a database software that combines customer data from various data sources with the goal of generating precise customer profiles, or you could say social profiles. Your digital twin social profile. The platform enables targeted and simple retrieval of this data, as well as its linking with each other, and also offers a variety of different functions with which data can be segmented and analyzed. CDP, the customer data platform, can be defined as a marketing-driven solution that creates a persistent, unified user database that makes user data accessible to other solutions. A CDP makes it possible to enable all company-wide data sources on-site, off-site, CRM, BI, offline, etc., connect across all channels, including Facebook, email, display, Criteria, etc., to connect cleanly with each other. Data silos are finally broken up, united, and thus finally allowing a 360-degree view of the most important asset of every company, the customers. 360-degree view of the most important asset, which is you. 360-degree view of you. In summary, the purpose of a customer data platform is to create individual customer images for marketing and sales with the aim of being able to optimally respond to the needs of customers. What data is collected? Transaction data such as purchases, requests, complaints. Behavioral data. Where do customers find certain products? What do they buy next? Demographic data such as age, gender, place of residence, language, occupation, income, marital status. They're getting all that, guys. What else are they getting? Data sources that the CDP uses includes identity, including devices, logins, persistent IDs, customer relationship, including customer status, personal information, marketing consents, online search such as browsing behavior, search queries, wish lists, online ordering, including shopping carts, orders, surveys, even what you eat, guys. Situations, including time, location, and movement, weather, events. Wow. Campaigns like responses, offers, including coupon use, social media, interactions, posts, topics, opinions, moods, customer service inquiries, and product use and satisfaction, point of sale visits, shopping routes, receipts, and surveys, as well as loyal points and rewards. The CDP, the customer platform, gathers all that data on you to create a profile of you. That is a social credit system platform that is now in the hands of the same people who's doing Vax passports, cell service, internet access, and is now connected to Starlink globally. You guys getting it yet? I can remember, man. This is the social credit score platform that collects all of your data and can remove you from any information they don't want you to have. They can remove you from all support access, including emergency services. They can take you away from transactions or using money, and they can just entirely remove you from accessing parts of society if it's built upon a digital infrastructure. If your score goes low enough, that is. So the question is did they let the crisis of the hurricane go to waste? I don't think so. I think they used that to start speeding up the rollout of this, which fulfills everything that the pact said it was going to have, of trying to get everybody connected online, the underserved areas, the rural areas, getting everybody online. Why? Because they need everybody to have a phone, everybody to have a digital ID, and everybody to have a bank account. And this will grant access to that and more. So with Musk, the Musk infrastructure includes Starlink/SpaceX, the web of Starlink satellites that can connect everything together. This includes Tesla, which is your online cars that will self-drive, that want to be replaced, that want to replace personal vehicles with public transportation, as they just revealed the other day. Also including, being connected to T-Mobile services as well. You have the X app, which Elon Musk has said he wants to basically create the WeChat clone. WeChat is the same system that runs digital ID, financial services, social media, and basically everything that runs China's social credit system. Elon Musk wants to create that, as well as he said that he wants to take over at least half of the banking system within the United States. You know, he's aiming for something bigger than that. He wants that to be the everything app, everything to run through it. He's got Grok AI that's in his Starlink and Teslas and X and Neuralink and all these other programs that he's constantly feeding information with the biggest platform, social media platform online, which is indeed Twitter or X, whatever the heck you want to call it. But either way, he's getting all that information getting fed into his AI system. Free speech, right? No. Much bigger, devious plan involved with that. Everybody knows his Neuralink system about getting brain chips and people and getting connected, connecting people's brains to this. You know, that'll be connected to Starlink as well. The Optimus bots, which he just revealed the other night, walking spyware. Wonder how quick they can turn on people if they so are given the instructions to do so. And then CureVac, something that people often forget that Elon Musk is involved with. Elon Musk Tesla created the CureVac printer, which is a Vax printer that he partnered with a couple of years ago, so they can quickly print whatever Vax that they so choose to do. Yeah, he's involved with that too. You know, the reason why I point this out is because we still have people, pastors, prophecy guys, podcasters, all, you know, within the Christian prophecy sphere that still promote Elon Musk as a good guy. And I, for the life of me, cannot figure it out. I can't figure it out. They just absolutely ignore all of this. I just showed you guys how connected Elon Musk is to the globalists and the beast technology when it comes to everything, getting all this stuff online. Oh, but he's the last bastion for speed. You see Brazil went after him and took Twitter down. They're taking out the good guys. Are they? Seems to me, I just saw information that Brazil getting X back online. It's just we can't seem to see past 6 inches in front of our own face. We can't seem to see past the one thing that people think that he's for, because we just can't think outside the box. Or if you're Taco Bell, think outside the bun. Dong, sorry. But still, I don't get it. This dude, and again, things can change very quickly, but this dude seems to be one of the leading guys when it comes to getting this beast system online, because he's got the infrastructure, he's got the technology, he's moving very quick, he's got the financial capabilities, and he's fully partnered up with all these people. Don't forget how connected he is to Peter Thiel when it comes to the military and surveillance side of things. Talked about that in the Trump card episode.